Today, we're going to be talking about the point-slope form of a line. What is point-slope form? Now, point-slope form basically says that if we know a point on a line and the slope of that line, then we're able to figure out what the equation of that line is. So how can we do that? Now, the way that we're going to start out by doing this is I'm going to start out by just drawing a line. So we have our x-axis and y-axis, and I'm going to say that the line we have is right here. So this is just some arbitrary line, but on this line, we know of a specific point on the line, right? So we know of a specific point on the line. And I'm going to say that that point is right here. So we know what this point is. And I'm going to say that the point that we know is x1, comma y1. So we know this point, x1, comma y1. We also know what the slope of this line is. Now, the slope of this line can occur between this specific point and any other point that exists on the line. And we know that any point on this line can just be represented as x comma y. So this point actually represents any point on the line because any point can be represented as x comma y. Now, if we were to find the slope between these 2 points, then we know that that is just going to be delta y over delta x. Now, the slope is just delta y over delta x. If I want to represent what that looks like on the line, we have delta y over delta x between these 2 points. Now, delta y is just y minus y1. So we can just rewrite delta y as y minus y1. Now, for delta x is just x minus x1. So we can rewrite delta x as x minus x1. Now, here's the thing. If we were to just multiply x minus x1 on both sides of the equation, we would get m times x minus x1 equals y minus y1. Flip this around, we would get y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And this is what we're familiar with as point-slope form of a line. And so notice how we have our x1 and y1, which represents the specific point that we know on the line, and we also know of the slope of the line. And so we can see that we just have y as a function of x. This is just a line, where we know the point and the slope of the line. So this is point-slope form of a line. It all comes from slope. All point-slope form really is slope. And so this is point-slope form of a line.